check out what I got in front of me today. Is the Apex 2 from Flydigi. If you don't know who Flydigi is, they are primarily a mobile gaming devices company. Now what's special about this controller is this guy right here. What do you say we open it up and check it out? Okay, this thing slides out. Ooh, hey, it comes in this nice case. Sweet. Alright, here we are. So here's the controller. It comes with this little arm to put your phone on there. I wonder if you can take this off. Ah, I'm not going to be needing this. Man, this is a nice looking controller. It looks very futuristic. And I really like the color scheme. It's just black and gray. It also comes with some thumbstick replacements. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see it, but these two are shorter than these. So if you want longer sticks, you can use these. This is a pretty light controller actually. It does feel solid though. And on the back here you can see this is grippy, rubbery handle. It's very nice. It's very premium feeling. Yeah, really the whole controller just feels very premium and well built. The sticks feels good. They're kind of like the Xbox thumbsticks. It's really grippy though. I really like that. Check that out. So this is a rubbery grip. Okay, so the D-pad, they don't have a lot of travel. Yeah, they're more akin to the Xbox One's D-pad, but not as clicky. Alright, and then on this side here, you see there's just a whole bunch of stuff going on. So you've got the traditional diamond shape, except you got this thing here that kind of moves around. Holy moly! So it's like a little joystick in itself. That's crazy. Now my only concern is, you know, if you press it really hard, it's gonna move all over the place. Is it gonna cause accidental inputs? It's a really cool idea though. I'm not sure how practical it is. And then you got the extra two buttons here. These are positioned kind of like the original black and white buttons on the Xbox Controller S. So we got Xbox style triggers and shoulder buttons. Okay, the shoulder buttons, you can press it on both ends. Triggers, is it already locked? At the moment, it seems like it's locked, so it doesn't go all the way in, but I'm not sure how to unlock it though. And similar to the Razer controller, you also have two little extra buttons here right below the shoulder buttons. Oh, I kind of like that. There we go. So this is the Razer. This extra button is a little more outward, but then the shoulder button is shorter. So yeah, I guess in the end, it's about the same. And on the back, you get 4 extra buttons. They're built right into the controller, and I like that a lot. Alright, so this thing seems like it's a faceplate, but should I break it? Should I go for it? Yeah, it's definitely a faceplate. What am I doing wrong here? I think this is how you change out the thumbsticks, by taking these guys off. Okay, so apparently I'm supposed to lift this portion up to pry. Oh, there it is. Wow, that was easy. Okay, let's do the same over here. Oh, we got it in here. Oh, wow, I've never seen this before. It's a dongle for the controller. Now, usually dongles are a lot better than Bluetooth because they only work with one device, so there's less interference. That's very cool. And it's built in too. Look at this. You can place it here. What's this guy over here? Oh, I see. So you can use this and place it in here so it won't move around. There you go. I guess they thought of that. Very nice job. I kind of do want it to float around though, so it's very well designed. Okay, I was wondering if there's a way for us to unlock the triggers, but I guess not. I guess the trigger is gonna be what it is, because if you listen to it, right, you can hear this is actually a mouse switch. You know, I kind of wish that there is a cover or something after you take this guy off, because it looks kind of bad, you know what I mean? Yeah, just like the D-pad, the face buttons doesn't have a lot of travel. And these are definitely my switches. These buttons though don't feel the same. Yeah, Shenmue is one of my favorite series of all time. Freaking love the games on the Dreamcast. Man, I'm so glad that Shenmue 3 exists after so long. Man, what a beautiful game. Look at this.
Hey, Shenhua.
We have to get to the village.
Let's go. Do you have any idea
It's so
where your father
stupid.
might have gone?
I love the conversation.
don't.
It's like one of those things where so bad is good. So the 360 mode turned this little area into the right stick. Look at this. So that way you don't have to take your finger off and then go over here to change the camera angles. How cool is that? Although, because the buttons are here, so if you move it with any force at all, you can accidentally hit one of these buttons. So you gotta be really careful. So when you're using this wheel, going left, right, and up is pretty easy because there are 3 buttons here that you can push against. However, if you want to go down, there's no button to go down. So you're gonna have to either go up here and then go down like that, or you gotta hold on to one of these buttons to go down. And if you're gonna do that, you're gonna probably activate one of these buttons accidentally. Yeah, you gotta be really gentle when moving this thing around. So I'm not sure how useful this is. Probably to go left and right. That's about it. Or maybe this is more useful in a mobile game. You know, maybe for the next one, what they need to do is build like a little nub here, right? Or a little raised lip. So that way you can use it to kind of help you move this thing downward. Diagonals can be hit and miss, and the reason why is because the D-pad doesn't really have any travel, so you can't really feel your way around when you press both buttons at the same time or not. And also, this D-pad is a little bit on the bigger side, so the gap is a little bit bigger than usual. And because of that, you may only hit 1 button when you're meant to hit 2. And my finger is actually pretty big, but I'm actually missing my diagonals. Alright, let's see motion input. So motion input is okay on this D-pad. It's doable, but you have to be intentional about it. And the reason being is you see the surface here, right? It's a different plastic than over here. Now, if your thumb is sweaty, so it's a little grippy to go back and forth. Now, if they use the same material as over here, it's a lot smoother. You see that? Oh man, yeah, just switch the material from this guy to this guy and it'll be perfect. Yeah, I would say it's good, but it's not great. I do like the face buttons though, I think they're great. And if you're gonna play fighting games, make sure you put this little wheel lock on it so this thing doesn't move around. Oh, hey. So the back buttons is automatically mapped to left, right, up, and down. Cool. Check that out. This controller probably has the best implementation of the back buttons on any controller I've tested so far. And the reason being is they're built in, right? And they don't stick out too much where they'll get in the way, but at the same time they're placed in positions where it's really easily accessible. And they're really easy to hit too. So I like this a lot. To remap the buttons on this controller, you download this app right here on their website. So I'm using this on PC. I'm gonna click on that. This thing's gonna rumble. So you have 4 profiles here. We're gonna use config 1. Click here to make adjustments. Under BISC, You can adjust the vibration. Here you can remap the buttons. Let's say I want to remap C, so it's right here. Click on it. And you can change it to whatever you want. Or you can actually program in macros. Look at that. So you can click on it to activate it or hold to activate it. So I'm going to leave it as click. You hit this record button. And it just recorded. So I'm going to do a Hadouken. Right, to apply to the controller, you hit apply here. So when you press it, the macro is going to activate. There you go. You know, instead of having to record the inputs, I wish we can just select the buttons in sequence. That way there's no mistakes. Because when you record using the controller, sometimes you have missed inputs. Or maybe have an option for both, where you can select each input individually or record it. That'd be nice. Alright, initial impressions. I like this controller a lot just because it's so different. So obviously what's different about it is this thing right here. I think it's a really good idea. I think they should keep at it and improve upon it. They really need a little knob here so you can move this thing around a little easier without pressing these buttons. But the buttons themselves feel great. They use mouse switches and they're awesome. And I really like triggers too. The thumbsticks are nice and grippy. They're not too loose nor they are very heavy either, so they're just right. The D-pad is good, but it's not great. So if you're gonna buy this controller, I think it's gonna take some getting used to, just because there's really no travel at all. It's really hard to feel your way around. And it's a little bit on the bigger side, so the gaps here are a little big. So if you have like small thumbs, you're gonna have trouble hitting two buttons at once. So what you're gonna have to do is be intentional about it. The good news is it's really responsive, but it's gonna take some getting used to. Overall, I like this controller a lot. I think it's innovative, everything's really responsive, and it's just cool looking, you know what I mean? Alright, that's it for me. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and take care now.
Excuse me.
Hey there, lad. How about a game?
Do you have a moment?
It costs 10 yuan to play. You open your wallet, or I shut my mouth.